it take to be a top level mechanic at Tesla? Elon's ace, they call it. That's what they call it. Where I work, we're called Elon's aces. Do not take that serious. I'm just kidding. Seriously, this is my everyday carry for work. So if there's one thing I know you guys love, it's when I do EDC videos. So since I have some new stuff I've been carrying, I've worked through a lot of, things at Tesla that don't really work out, that I've been carrying this, and I'm like, I don't like the weight, or, I gotta really be fast on my feet all the time. I'm basically chasing robots all day. Robots are stopped and the line cannot stop. In fact, I'm doing my job much better if nothing's stopped ever. But unfortunately, that's not how it is in maintenance. But whether you're an engineer, whether you're maintenance, whether you're a journeyman, electrician, arbiter, whatever you're doing, guys, auto mechanic, pants right here, these 1620 workwear pants, they are awesome. I'll throw up a couple of pictures of me wearing them because they're sexy. These things are legit the best work pants ever made. I'll also put a link down below for my full review because I'm not gonna get too crazy into these, but just see their holes because they get beat to crap, but they don't tear. They take an absolute beating. I wear them every single day. I got my tools in the back here, and I'm gonna show you my new toolkit and how I kind of carry that and how I put that together to be really successful at your job, to just be efficient. Always, as a mechanic, you wanna have tools on you. You have to have the right things on you too. You know if it's metric standard, what you're working on. So once you kind of get a hang of what tools you need daily, you can coordinate your EDC and what you want in your pockets with that. But if you want these pants, go ahead and check out the link below, 1620 workwear, and use my discount code, all caps, HCRD10. That'll get you 10% off, and I really appreciate that, guys. It helps out the channel a ton. So we'll jump into the EDC. I just wanted to show you guys the pants because they are a really important piece of the whole kit. So I keep my tool belt back here. On this side here, I keep my multi-tool, right? This is the back left pocket, and I keep my multi-tool here. And I wanted to ditch this. I wanted to ditch the multi-tool, but right now it's carrying one of my robot keys, and so I'm still carrying it because I need really fast access to the robot key always. I can't be fishing around for it or not knowing where it is. Sometimes I hang around my shirt here, but I don't want to lose it because it's really, really important. You do not lose your robot key, right? So this key basically is one of your tools that you need for where I work, and a lot of you guys, if you're doing KUKA or phonic, you're gonna need a key to start dependent so you can reset the robot or move it or do any of those things. But yeah, these pants are sick, and so I keep the multi-tool over here. I'll show you the big kit of tools right here that I always keep in my rear pocket. We'll get into that in a second. And then I have my favorite knife, and it's just a Milwaukee right here, but this thing has a bunch of tools in it, and it's awesome. And about the pants is the fact that they're really safe for electrical work as well. And everything pretty much on me besides my main toolkit is safe to carry on you. It's all leather. And so all of that gets held up by this really awesome belt from Nick's Boots. I also have my boots from them, which I am due for the 1-year review with the boots, but I can tell you guys right now that they're awesome. I wear them every single day. They're like putting on a glove, and I mean, you're so comfortable. I love my Nick's boots, and the belt is now broken in as well, and this is a really nice belt to have if you were an electrician for sure, because this is brass, it's thick leather. You can use this belt as a safety device to pull people if they're getting hit with 480 or something. So you can actually use this to pull people out if they're getting grabbed by, if they're getting hit up by electric, right? So you use this as a rescue stick, and you can do that with this belt, and it's awesome. Everything that you see here pretty much is gonna get you out of basically everything you can imagine. There's all of these things right here are perfect for this job. First things first though, I'm gonna always start with obvious things, you carry your watch, right? Because it's on your body, so you have it on you for telling time. Telling time is important for breakdowns, for all kinds of things. Telling time. This is a calculator watch. Yeah, I got a calculator watch. And you guys on the channel know that I've had this watch for a very, 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 very long time. We featured it many times on the channel. That's the watch I wore today to work because it's always brought me good luck. And today was a big day. A coworker of mine has this thing and I saw it and I said, I have to have that. That thing is perfect. I think I set mine up a little bit better, but that's because I'm, no reason. Mine's is better. This is from Viper Raid. I have no idea, honestly. I got it on Amazon. You know how I am, guys. I like, man, EDC gear. It's got to be leather, tail of knives, perfect, super duper stuff. No, I just literally bought this from Amazon, and it's got a YKK zipper, and I don't really care. It looks cool. But let's talk about this stuff. Obviously, going to be many more tools you can have on you. I'm going to explain that, but these are the absolute bare minimum that you need. And there's pretty much nothing you can't really do with what I have in my hand right here, at least where I work. And honestly, like I worked at Target and Coca-Cola, both heavily automated places I've worked at. I get away with the same things, so not a big deal. But since this is going to take the longest, let's talk about this thing, right? I'm going to go right from the back and talk about my Allen set. And the Allen set that I keep back here is much bigger than this. It has a big, huge piece in the back that has these, there it is right here actually, has these two big heavy guys, right? And they're just too heavy and we don't ever really use these. There are times where you need this one and this one even too for like some of the welders, but it's rare and you're gonna go work on that, you keep them close by, but to carry them all the time is kind of pointless. I don't carry anything past a 6 because there's really no point. The 8 and the 10, I mean, I can carry these things every now and again, but there's no real point. So up to the 6 is fine, and that gets it done, and I just keep that back here. It's nice and flat, makes it way lighter to carry, and these are the ones I need all the time. And these guys are by Wera, and yeah, these are an awesome set of Allens. Move to these. I always find myself needing wire cutters. My multi-tool has just had it. It's seen better days. I need a new one. But yeah, I just have these little mini wire cutters because I really like these things. And I always just find the need to need wire cutters. But these are one of those things that go in and out. I don't always keep these in here, but most times I just keep them in there because they're kind of out of the way, and they're very fine point. Cut zip ties with them. I'm always needing to cut zip ties, so I have those. But then this thing here is your knipex, right? This is your knipex mini channel lock. And the cool thing about these is they lock, right? You know how channel locks are terrible. You're always trying to put it on a bolt, and they always open up, and you got to keep turning it. I give these to guys all the time, and they look at me like, "No, I said channel locks." I'm like, I promise you, this is the tool you need. And guys don't ever like to be really told what kind of tools to use, but after they use them on their own, like they won't really ever. Like, hey, nobody's ever like, here, use your channel locks, use these. You're always gonna get somebody to pull out the damn crappy channel locks anyway and turn the deal and do the whole thing and keep having to mess with it. And I'm like, dude, I'm literally handing you the best tool known to man. Like, this thing will change your life. It locks, and you can literally bolt stuff with one hand with this thing. It's just, because it's locked on the bolt. It's never gonna strip it. It's just awesome. So, these are great. I love the knipex, everything knipex makes, which brings me to the second one, which are the grip channel locks, which have the teeth. That's the flat, this is the grip. And these come in handy for taking caps off welders, maybe getting in that tighter spot things. Now, these are my larger set ones. I do have an even smaller set of these, which I actually carry much more often than these ones. But they do have this set that I do like as well. You get a little bit more leverage on these ones, but honestly, if I need to be putting that much leverage, I'm just gonna need my bigger ones, which sometimes I'll just keep, depending on how the day's been going, I'll just keep right in my side pocket, which is really cool for these 1620 pants. So now for the two newest things, which I'm super excited to implement into my EDC. And the first thing is this O-Light. This is the i3T EOS. I've had one of these before and I lost it. This is the carbon fiber printed one. And this is just a cool little flashlight. It's got a couple different settings. And yeah, it's nice little clicky. It's fun to play with. It's sleek looking. It's small, lightweight, and it's bright. And that's what I want out of the flashlight. Look at how bright that thing is. I don't know the lumens on this. Don't ask me. I guess I could probably look here. If I were to guess, maybe 200. William. Such a disappointment. Don't worry. Future Will is here to save you. And that flashlight is 180 lumens. I got you there, buddy. I don't know. I'm honestly just guessing. Maybe something like that. Another thing I have, because I'm a real big note taker, and I carry my journal a lot, and this is the Olight Mini, an Olight Mini Bolt Traction pen. And it's a fidgety little guy, and it's got this little spiral look on it, and it's just fun to kind of click and play with, and it's small, and I like it, and it stays there, and it's awesome. A lot of times I'll just keep a couple Advil in there or something. That's what I use that for. But yeah, so I just keep the Olight deal there, the pen, and then the flashlight right next to it, load it up with some tools, throw that thing in my back pocket, and I'm ready to conquer the day. So if you guys remember, a gentleman that was a subscriber to the channel made me this many, many years ago, and that's Street Leatherworks. And I believe he's still open to this day. If you want to check him out, you can. Made in the USA, very, very high quality piece of leather that's been holding my multi-tool for like probably 6-7 years now. I mean, this thing, I've had this for a long time, guys, and probably not that. So, well, since 2016, when I started the channel, and I think he made this. So, gosh, have I been doing YouTube way longer than I think? No? Yes, actually, it's been 7 years and 4 months. But if you can't get it together, Smart Will's gonna have to take over the videos. Whew, man, it's been a long time, guys. I got my time all jacked. I can't realize it. You know, I'm gonna be 40, and it's 2024 here coming up. So, like, yeah, I've been doing it since 2016. Gosh. Oh no, don't try to do math. We're only at 20,000 subscribers? Guys, you gotta hit that subscribe button. What are we doing here? We gotta get going. I mean, I've been doing videos every week for freaking like almost 10 years. Let's get it going here. We need 100,000. My name's Light. I've been trying to get rid of this thing for the longest, right? So, I like carrying this product, but what I don't like is just having this floppy thing around me. I just kind of grew out of it. I do carry the multi-tool, the Leatherman, but when you have a toolkit like I just presented to you, you don't really need a multi-tool. And this is the multi-tool is all of those things. The multi-tool is trying to replace all of those things, right? The multi-tool is great when you don't have all of those things. The multi-tool is great for your car, emergencies, guys that tinker, guys that are like, you know, okay, I don't really have to carry tools, but like if I'm gonna carry something, might as well be a multi-tool. It's not really something a mechanic needs to be carrying. Got a lot of guys carrying them. I've been more and more just kind of thinking it's kind of pointless when I have a knipex on me and a grip channel lock, and I already know somebody's gonna come in the comments and go, the channel lock is a company! I know, it's an alligator plier, sorry, I can't be perfect in the video that I barely edit, sorry guys. Alligator pliers. Literally wire cutters and Allen keys. I don't really find a purpose for a multi-tool at all. So I barely ever use it. So I've been trying to get away from that thing. But it does hold my robot key, which is an absolute essential. This is just one robot key. As I mentioned, I do have another set of robot keys on my lockout locks, but they're at work. But yeah, this is a Kuka key, and you need this thing, right? You have to be, this thing is usually hanging from my shirt because I can't be like fiddling around looking for this, right? I have to be quick with this thing pretty much all the time. So yeah, this is really an important, it's like your main tool, right? A lot of times you're not really going in messing around with Allens and taking stuff apart or doing anything. A lot of times you're just resetting robots and resequencing and stuff like that. But there are times where things get broke, right? And you gotta fix it. Another thing that's important that pouch carries is this Olight, which I've had for a long time now. But it's, you know, I love this light, but I don't really feel like I'm gonna carry it anymore. We'll see. Maybe I'll put this in here and just kind of keep this a backup. We're gonna kind of see. You guys kind of know I'm a flashlight junkie. I like flashlights. I think they're really handy. And if there's one thing that any man should have, it should be a flashlight. So anybody looking to get somebody who's into gear or tools, something, a gift, a main gift, like, man, there's something that he has everything. What's he gonna want? you can't go wrong getting any guy a flashlight or a good multi-tool or just a good set of tools. Like this whole pouch kit right here and a couple of tools in it, man, it costs you maybe $130 or $40 for all this, and got a good set of tools. And there ain't a man on planet Earth, unless he just doesn't do manly things or something, which is fine, but he's probably not gonna like it. But, you know, to each his own. In any case, the other thing that I have on me is this Milwaukee multi-tool knife thingy. And I've carried this thing for the better part of the year, and I've lost one, and I like this so much. I absolutely had to have one back again, so my job ordered me another one because I lost it. Thankfully, they do those things. But yeah, this is the razor blade here. Then you got a cutter. The one thing it is missing is a magnet, and I'll show you that in a minute here. I think if Milwaukee's watching this, put a magnet on the side of this thing, and it's because when you need to use the bit driver, which is quite often, you don't have anywhere to put this, and it would be helpful if it was a magnet somewhere and you could just keep that right on the outside of it. So yeah, but this thing has a Phillips and a flathead. A lot of times you need the flathead or the Phillips for just random things, but it just always comes in handy. It sucks carrying a flathead and a Phillips head separately, so I really use this thing all the time because mostly, like, if it's a quick fix type of deal, it's almost always just gonna be good enough for this, right? If it's like a big job and you're like, you know, planning and fixing things, you're gonna need like the actual tools, and you know, sometimes you need really good leverage, and this isn't gonna cut it. But for the everyday mechanic that's running around chasing calls, this thing is more than enough, and it'll get you out of a pinch until maybe you get some downtime, or you can fix it more, you know, in a better way and properly, or you know, a more permanent way. I wouldn't say properly because that's kind of like you don't do it right. But anyways, I say in a more permanent way. In a more permanent way, you're fixing things. This is kind of like a temporary solution. Real quick, get it done, boom, bang, bang. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this video, really. That's all I got to really say. Basic EDC video. There's more things you can carry. Some days are worse than others, where maybe, you know, you got to carry an extra, you know, set of bit drivers. I do have this small case of wear socket set that is actually awesome too, and I don't have one here unfortunately, but it's nice. It's really just a small little kit. It goes up to a 15mm socket. It has a ratchet in it. It's a wearer set. It's really, really nice. It's small. It'll literally fit in your back pocket. So there's, you know, I usually keep that pretty close by. I don't carry it on me all the time, but yeah, that thing's awesome. So thank you guys so much for watching. Check out all the links below, and yeah, check out this next video. I think you really enjoyed it. Peace.